Breaking news, former Steelers player Quincy Roche joins the Ravens. Today we bring you breaking news involving one of our former players and our big rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens have signed former Steelers outside linebacker Quincy Roche due to a series of injuries on their defensive roster. Let's break down all the details for you. As the Ravens deal with several injuries at the outside linebacker position, they have decided to add Quincy Roche to their team. This move comes after the injury of Malik Ham, who has been placed on injured reserve. Ham joined the Ravens as an undrafted free agent and had been with the team since 2023. Unfortunately, injuries have limited his field participation, and he now appears set to miss the entire 2024 season due to a knee injury. Ham was in the mix for a backup role behind projected starters Odafe and Kyle Van Noy. The Ravens' situation is further complicated by the absence of rookie Adisa Aiyuk from Penn State, who is on the non-football injury list. Aiyuk has been dealing with a lingering injury since the NFL Combine, which has impacted his participation in training camp. Additionally, former second-round pick David Ojabo is returning to the rotation after missing most of last season due to an ACL surgery. Ojabo is in the recovery process, and the Ravens hope he can contribute to the team in the upcoming season. In light of this situation, the Ravens have opted to sign Quincy Roche, who will bring experience and depth to their defense. Roche was selected in the 6th round of the 2021 draft by the Steelers. During his time in Pittsburgh, he showed potential and promising skills. However, at the start of the 2021 season, the New York Giants claimed him. With the Giants, Roche played in 17 games over 2 seasons, recording a total of 40 tackles. In addition to his defensive contributions, he also stood out as a special teams player, showcasing his versatility and commitment on the field. Last year, the Steelers re-signed Roche for training camp, where he worked hard to earn a spot on the team. Despite his efforts, he was released in August and joined the Minnesota Vikings practice squad. Although he did not play in any regular season games with the Vikings, his time on the practice squad allowed him to continue developing as a player. Since January, Roche has been a free agent until the Ravens decided to sign him in an attempt to bolster their defense. This signing by the Ravens not only provides them with a valuable addition to their roster but also highlights the unpredictable nature of the NFL, where players can change teams and roles in the blink of an eye. For us Steelers fans, it's interesting to see how one of our former players might impact the defense of one of our biggest rivals. Quincy Roche arrives with hopes of bringing his experience and skills to help the Ravens overcome the challenges they face with injuries. His ability to adapt and contribute both on defense and special teams will be crucial for the Ravens as they look to maintain a solid defense throughout the season. What do you think of this news? Do you believe Quincy Roche will have a significant impact on the Ravens' defense? How will this affect the dynamic between the Steelers and the Ravens in their upcoming matchups? West Virginia cornerback Beanie Bishop may have gone undrafted in the 2024 NFL Draft, but the Steelers knew he had something special. Despite being a 1.75-meter player, which might seem like a disadvantage for his position, Beanie Bishop was on the Steelers' radar. Did you know the Steelers had their eye on Bishop even before he officially became an undrafted free agent? As soon as the draft ended and no team called his name, Omar Khan and his team began working to secure Bishop. They believed he could be the team's future slot cornerback. Beanie Bishop quickly realized that the Steelers were looking for a player to fill that position, and he was ready to meet their expectations. During his first week at camp, he was already seen as a starter, moving ahead of veteran players and taking most of the reps with the first team. What a great start for someone who was overlooked by the rest of the league. What makes Bishop even more impressive is his experience. At 25 years old and with 6 years of college football, he has played in 92 college games with Western Kentucky, Minnesota, and West Virginia. Now, with a secondary full of veterans like Minkah Fitzpatrick and Deshaun Elliott, Bishop can focus on playing freely and making the most of every opportunity. And there's more. The Steelers recently released Josiah Scott, the veteran who had fallen to the 3rd spot on the depth chart. This puts Beanie Bishop in a prime position to solidify his place on the team before the season starts. Omar Khan has had a couple of standout draft classes, but if Bishop continues to rise, it could be a scouting victory that surpasses even a first-round pick. What do you think, Steelers fans? Do you believe Beanie Bishop will become a star on the team? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Surprise in the Steelers. Potential trade with the 49ers for Brandon Aiyuk, ***. Last season, the Pittsburgh Steelers ranked near the bottom in offensive production. To improve, they've made significant changes, including the competition between Russell Wilson and Justin Fields for the quarterback position, as well as signing Van Jefferson and Scotty Miller to strengthen their receiving core. However, despite these efforts, the Steelers' offense still needs reinforcements. Why are they at the center of trade rumors? The team is desperately seeking to enhance their receiving group. While Jefferson and Miller may fulfill secondary roles, they haven't proven to be the ultimate solution. With this in mind, the Steelers are keeping an eye on trade opportunities to bring in a standout receiver. Now, the situation has become even more urgent. Roman Wilson, a rookie receiver selected in the third round of the draft, has suffered an ankle injury during training camp and could be out for a significant period. This news has set off alarms in Pittsburgh and opened the door to a potential acquisition. Who's on the Steelers' radar? Brandon Aiyuk, the receiver from the San Francisco 49ers, has requested a trade after months of stalled contract negotiations. The 49ers, despite being NFC champions and having a powerful offense, might be willing to trade Aiyuk, especially if they can't reach an agreement on his contract, which exceeds $30 million annually. What could a trade for Aiyuk mean for the Steelers? Aiyuk, who had an impressive season last year with 1,342 yards and an average of 17.9 yards per reception, would be an explosive addition to the Steelers' offense. The proposed trade would include Aiyuk and a 2025 seventh-round pick for the Steelers, while the 49ers would receive a second-round pick and a fifth-round pick for the same year. What challenges do the Steelers face? Although Aiyuk is a talented receiver, there are concerns about his high cost and the playing style of new offensive coordinator Arthur Smith, who tends to distribute the ball among several players, which could limit Aiyuk's opportunities. Despite these challenges, the Steelers have a clear need for a star receiver, and Aiyuk seems to be the perfect candidate to fill that gap. What do you think about this potential transaction? Do you believe Aiyuk would be a good addition for the Steelers? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on all the latest news about the Pittsburgh Steelers. See you in the next video. Remember, this content is tailored for you in a 4-minute format in Spanish. Stay tuned for more exclusive news.